Hey guys, okay, so this is just a quick update. Once a week I like to make a sales update just for the whole week. Back when I did it before, I used to do it basically a video every single day, but some days could be good, some days could be bad. So doing it this way, it gives me a whole week's worth of sales. I'll skip the ones I've already mentioned in my previous video, but also I want to give you a quick update on Amazon Prime Day as well in this. Once again, I told you a little bit about it in my last video, but I want to just go over a few more details in this one. But we'll start with the sales. And first of all, we have, these are all, actually I'll tell you the two that I've already sent. I sold the French and Saunders series 1 to 6 box set, and I sold that for £9.49. And also I sold the Sons of Anarchy complete season 1 4 DVD box set for £5.99. They've already been sent, they've already gone since the last video. But also I have, I think, 7 to go tomorrow, and I have this one here. Okay, so I've got, they're already packed up. So, and this one would be BW, what would this one be? This one would be Bionic Woman. This was the Bionic Woman complete series 1. They only ever did one season, and it's the one that stars Michelle Ryan, who you may know as Zoe Slater from EastEnders, or at least she used to be. But yeah, so this one went for, let's have a quick look. I think it's £5.99. Yeah, £5.99. So I only made a few pounds profit, maybe even just under a few pounds profit on that one. And there's also this quite fairly chunky one, which would be the Mighty Boosh, which is Mighty Boosh season 1 to 3, 7-disc DVD set. It's the white special edition box set. But also in here is a single live Mighty Boosh live DVD. And this went combined for £14.99. So pretty good there. And we also have this one here as well, ready to go. And this is the Vicar of Dibley. And this one, incredibly, I got £22 for it, or £21.99 for this one. All these are Hermes, ready to go for Hermes. But yeah, £22, very, very good. I came out of that with about £17 profit, probably. Roughly, yeah, about £17 profit. So if you ever see these, fantastic. CEX do these for £15, but obviously once you take into account postage and fees, you're actually only going to make £2 to £3 profit on them if you buy them at CEX. So so it's probably not a good idea to do that, but yeah, still good money in them. And we also have this one here, which is the IT Crowd. And this one I actually took a bit less on. Yeah, this was the IT Crowd series 1 to 4, and it's actually 1 to 3 in a single box, and then 4 is by itself, but it's still sealed. And this was all 4 seasons, and I sold this for £10 because I was actually had it listed for £11.99, which is roughly what they were kind of selling for. And I got a best offer, and I usually uncheck best offer, but I must have accidentally left it on this one, and someone came in and said, would you accept £10? And I thought, well, it's only £1.99 under my asking price, which is pretty decent. I don't usually get buy it nows that close to my actual price. So I thought, you know what, I'll take £10 for this, because all these were, a lot of these were bought in a bulk job, a lot of DVDs anyway. So I accepted £10 on this. This one's going to Wales, I believe. So, so yeah, that's all good. And what we have next is this one here, which is, I believe this one's Monty Python. Because what I do is I actually, let me try and cover the address. But what I do is I tend to Let's cover that one. There we go. I put just DVD and then just 2 letters, and MP for me stood for Monty Python. So, and obviously I do that for everyone. All of these have, for example, DVD IT would be IT Crowd, BW, Bionic Woman, etc. It just helps me kind of work out, especially as I print them all at once, helps me work out which labels for what without having to always go online and check what name and address is for what package. So this is Monty Python, and this is actually the Monty Python complete series, and it's I think it's 1 to 4, 1 to 3, or 1 to 5, however many series I did. But it's the full TV show, and it went for £7.99. Yeah, £7.99. I was hoping to get £10 for this, but when I did check eBay, the average price was about 8, so I went with £7.99 and it sold. And this one, which says DVD Go, so that would be Game On, starring Samantha, well, it would have been Samantha Janus then, but it's now Samantha Womack from EastEnders. And this went for £8.99. This is the complete series 1 to 3 box set. Very, very, very skinny box set for 1 to 3. And lastly, I have this, which I'm so pleased to have sold. And let me try and cover the name. It's a big old box, and I've marked down the items inside as clothes in box, because at first I had it down as clothing, but you can hear it's a box, so I didn't want people thinking, well, hang on, that's clearly not clothes. So I put clothes in box, and what it is, it's actually a Thunderbirds play suit, which months and months ago I bought a job lot of board games from Gumtree. It cost me £15, and that was with delivery, for this massive box of board games, and that happened to be in it. And I ended up making, must have just been under £100 on all the board games, and I still had this laying around. And this sells for about £20 on eBay, but the box, I can't remember which side, I think it might be this side here, had a small tear in the box. So I listed it at £14.99 and said, has a small tear in the box. I took a picture of the tear, and I said that basically I've dropped the price because of the tear in the box. And it went like that. Within a day it went, and that went, so that did actually go for £14.99. And it's I believe it's from 1992. It had a few extra hats in as well, so because the box only shows you get 1 suit. Well, that had 1 suit plus 2 extra hats, so I just listed it as 2 extra hats as well. So yeah, it's so pretty good. I probably bought in, how much did I bring in? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about £90. And it's strange because I mean, that's obviously before fees and stuff, but it's very strange because pretty much for the whole week I only sold the 2 items. I sold Sons of Anarchy and French and Saunders, and I was thinking this is going to be a really slow week. You know, I listed a whole bunch more on Friday, Thursday. I listed a whole bunch more, and a couple sold on Friday, and then suddenly loads and loads sold. Well, not loads, but the rest all sold on Saturday. Just one after another, they all sold. And I managed to, lucky enough, book all of these in tonight, ready for pickup tomorrow. One sold at like 9:10, and you only get to 10 p.m. to book it in for the next day collection. Now, I'm pretty sure a comment was made on my last video or the video before saying that it's okay whatever time you book it in. However, the other day, I believe it was with the French and Saunders. No, it wasn't. Sorry, no. I actually sent a package to my mate who bought a few items off me, like the Lara Croft and stuff, which I explained in my last video. Now, I had that booked in, for a delivery, for a pickup on, I believe it was a Tuesday. And Tuesday morning, before Hermes came to pick up the parcel, I sold the French and Saunders box. So I sealed it up, I booked it in, labelled it, and I had it outside with the other package. I handed him the box that I was sending to my mate. This was on Tuesday. And I said to him, before you go, I've actually got another package here that's already booked in, but the pickup is for tomorrow. Would you be able to take it now? And he flat out said, no, I can't take it. He said, because it's not in the little scanner that he has to scan the packages in. He said, it's not in here, so I can't take it. So although it's ready and it's booked in, I'm going to have to come back tomorrow. So that the 10 p.m. thing, sorry, there's a little fly on my screen here. The 10 p.m. thing, you have to get it. You have to book it in before 10. So there have been some people that have said to me, you don't have to. They'll take it. I don't know about that, because my one says he can't. So just bear in mind that it may be based on area, or it may be based on discretion or driver. He told me that the package isn't in the scanner, so it would come up as an invalid parcel. The scanner gets reset every morning or every night, whenever. I don't know if he has to take it back or what, but it gets reset for the next day's pickups, and that's when it will successfully scan. So I don't know. My guy says he can't pick it up until the actual time, or that day that it gets booked. If you're taking it there, maybe if you're dropping off the parcels yourself, you may not have that issue. You may have to just drop it off. But if you're doing pickup, just be aware that my guy said no, he can't pick it up, even if it's ready. He has to come back the next day. So yeah, just be aware on that. Now, obviously, all these have already been booked in, so that's good. You can take all them tomorrow. But yeah, a couple of things. Well, actually, one more thing, which is the Amazon Prime Day. For those of you that haven't yet signed up for Amazon Prime, either the free trial or the full sort of package, do so before the 15th, otherwise you won't be able to take part in the sale, the Amazon Prime Day sale. Remember, if you do sign up for a free trial, you can cancel it straight after if you want, and you still get that month's free trial. They still give you that month. You can go in, you can sign into Amazon, click on my account, then my Prime membership, go over to the left and click change account, and you'll be able to there tick the, I think it's don't recur or don't charge, or there's something in that part. Because I'm a full member, I can't remember what it says, but yeah, so do that. I've set aside like £100 roughly to spend on the sales, just on stock. I really hope that there are some really good sales there. My plan is to spend a bunch, bring in some brand new sealed, popular items on the cheap, and then maybe wait a week or two before listing, because there are going to be other people that are going to do it, and they're going to be in a rush to instantly put it on eBay. They'll get it the next day, because a lot of it is going to be free next day delivery of Prime. They'll get it next day, and they're instantly going to list it on eBay because they want that rush of money. And the problem with that is, often, let's say you buy an item that's worth £40 and you'll be able to get it for a tenner on Amazon. Now, this is just an example. I don't know if they're going to be that good, but let's say you'll be able to get it for £10 on Amazon. If they get it the next day, these people are going to be willing to sell that for 20, 25, just to double their money very quickly. Well, I don't want that. I want to sell that item for £40 or 35, 40. I want to get the maximum return that I possibly can. So I don't want to compete with the people that are just rushing. Now, of course, we all know that you don't necessarily not sell anything all because you're not the cheapest. But if there's a bunch of people selling for 20 quid and I'm selling it at 40, it's going to sit there for a bit. So I may as well just list it within 2 weeks, or after 2 weeks, when all the rush sales have gone and the price starts to go up again. Then I can sell it for around 35, 40. So yeah, so my advice for proper resellers out there is don't rush in to selling it dirt cheap and undercutting yourself. Why make £10 on an item when you can make 20 or 30? It's got all the shipping and the fees are going to eat into that £10 anyway. So you end up coming out with it with like 6 or 7 quid. Was it worth the rush? But yeah, so that's one of the main things to consider. Also, another detail that I didn't know last time is that it starts at 12 midnight. I think it's Pacific something time, PDT. Let me do a very quick search. Yeah, PDT, Pacific Daylight Time. Now, for us in the UK, I think there's a 7-hour difference. So yeah, it'll be a 7-hour difference between our time and PDT. Now, I don't know if the Amazon.co.uk Prime Day sale is going to start at midnight our time, and then the American one will start at 7 hours difference our time, or if it will start at like 7 a.m. our time. I have no idea. I'll stay up till midnight and see what happens. If nothing happens, I'll go to sleep and wake up at 7. But the main thing to consider here is it's only going to be 10-minute intervals. So a sale will appear and it will only be available for 10 minutes. So if you don't buy within that 10 minutes, you've lost out. So it could be quite interesting because it's going to be quite tempting if there is something good to just dive in the first 1 or 2 sales, and then you're going to be left thinking, oh, I wish I'd bought that instead, or I wish I bought that. So 10 minutes is an okay amount of time to quickly jump to eBay, type in the item, see if it's selling, see if you can get a maximum amount back for it, and see if it's selling regularly now. Because you don't want to buy something that you're going to be lumbered with for 3 or 4 months. So 10 minutes is fine. You can open up 2 windows and Amazon on the left, eBay on the right. That's what I'm going to do. And as soon as something appears, quickly jump over to eBay and see if it's worth picking up. For me, I don't even doubling your money is good. If let's say you buy something for 10 and you'd be able to sell it for 20, that's okay. But really, I'm looking for something that I can make a good amount of profit on. If I can buy something for 10 and make 30, so making me about £20, just under £20, I'll be happy with that per item, because the thing is I can pick up items on a normal day and make that kind of money anyway. So a sale isn't going to be that big a deal for me. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing some retail. Obviously, I'll make a video showing everything I purchased, if anything at all. I will be very surprised if I don't purchase something. I don't necessarily know about bulk, but I'm looking for things like Lego. I'm looking for maybe like Blu-ray box sets, DVD box sets. I guess I'm kind of looking for things that aren't necessarily known as high value items, like things like video games. They have very strict rules by the publishers. So there are a lot of people hoping that the new Xbox One games, the new PS4 games are going to be suddenly like £10 instead of 45. That's not going to happen, because the publishers of the games set very strict rules for how low you can go during a sale. And if it's brand new games, the publishers aren't going to want those games done cheap. So so I'm going to look for things that are good sellers, but aren't necessarily something that everybody's craving for. I don't want like the latest mobile phones, the latest consoles. I don't want those. I want things that go under the radar a little bit, that perhaps people won't just jump all over. So yeah, I'll see how it goes. I hope that a lot of you guys are also going to do this and make videos of what you purchased. It'd be interesting to compare what you guys purchase with what I purchased and see, because if I'm kind of close to you guys, I know I've probably done something right. If I'm way different, I've probably messed up, because let's be honest, you guys, you have far more experience than I do. It's incredible to think I've been doing this for only a couple of weeks, really, again, and I'm already shipping out like 7 items a day again. It's something that just it snowballs so quickly. This business, for anyone who's looking to get into this business, who are watching these and thinking, is it really something I can do? It really is. It really, really is. I mean, 2 weeks and I'm already, I'm on, just under 100 quid this week. It's not bad going, considering it's only 7, 8, or 9 items I've sold, and that's brought in almost £100. And then it's not like I'm selling consoles or computer parts. These are just DVD box sets that you can pick up in most, well, not most, but a lot of charity shops. You can certainly pick them up in most second-hand, like local DVD second-hand places, like Cash Exchange, Cash Generator, Cash Concepts. Not so much CEX, because CEX, a lot of what they do is media based, so they tend to know how much an item is. You can sometimes get a bargain in CEX, but not often. But as far as reselling goes, for personal use, CEX is fantastic. It's so much cheaper than everywhere else I've ever seen. But as far as reselling goes, and also of course car boot sales. Car boot sales, you can pick box sets like that up for almost pennies in car boot sales. So there's so much money you can make by spending so little. I want to upscale very quickly, which is why I'm going to try and take advantage of Amazon. I want to upscale very, very quickly. I want to take advantage of the hot UK deals, where before I'd kind of passed them up. Now I'm going to be checking that every single day. And yeah, it's fantastic. So thank you for listening. It's been like 20 minutes. I do apologise. I always say it's going to be quick and it ends up 20 minutes, but it's because I love talking about this. So, but yeah, so anyways, best of luck for Prime Day. I hope that there's some really good stuff that you guys like. And actually also, there's one question I want to put to people. I was looking at getting into clothing reselling. Now I know obviously, Nick, you've spoke about so many times about how your wife deals with the clothing side of the business, and of course now you've got your high street store again, which is great. I hope that's going well. But also I've not really heard other people speak much about the clothing reselling, but it's something I want to get into, because I've noticed on eBay there are so many clothing bundles that get sold for dirt cheap. I saw one. I think it was like 2 days ago, and it was like men's shirts. It was large, extra large, and extra large, I believe. And it was just a bundle of like 30, 40 shirts just in a pack. And the guy wanted like £8 postage, and it was an auction, and the auction went for like 14 quid. And I'm thinking, I'm sure I could sell them for more than really what is like £22 total. It's like 40 shirts there. But the thing that I'm kind of thinking about is, why are these guys selling these bundles of shirts and not singular? There's a lot, especially like baby clothes, not so much baby, but kids clothing. A lot of that gets just sold as a bundle. And I'm thinking, well, it's because so much of that stuff gets sold as a bundle, is it actually worth anything by itself? Or is it just people don't know how much they're worth by themselves? Or is there specific clothing to look for? If any of you guys could help me with that, that would be fantastic, because I thought for me, clothing would be something that I could easily store. I could store a lot of it. It's very easy to post. There's no breakages. You can post it anywhere in the world. Which actually reminds me, I'm now officially in the eBay Global Shipping Program. I remember I spoke about it before, that I was invited, and that I was told within like 2 weeks all of my items will get optimized for it or something. But now I noticed that I'm in now. All my items were optimized for Global Shipping Program. So international postage automatically gets showed on all my listings, which is great. I've not actually had to ship anything international yet, but it's nice to have that. It's nice to be in that, and obviously my items are now going to get shown to a hell of a lot more people all around the world, which is fantastic. But yeah, so I believe I've covered everything. As I say, if anyone out there could just give me some advice on what to look for as far as clothing. Do I just buy bundles and then sell them individually, or name brands, or specific sizes, or whatever? I don't know. It's not an area I've kind of been in. I see so many clothes, especially in charity shops, that look really good, but I don't know if I can do anything with it. So yeah, thank you very much. I won't keep you any longer. It's like almost 2 a.m. It's been a late one, but yeah. So anyway, thank you very much. Good luck for Amazon Prime. I hope all your eBay is going well. Once again, any questions, anything you want to ask me, just bung them straight in the comments, and I'll get to them either in my next video or I'll reply in the comment section. So thank you very much for listening, and good night or good morning, depending on when you watch this.